Hello everyone! Today we're going to paint two beautiful ladybug with a heart-shaped grass. Okay, let's start. Today we need blue color, alright, and green color, a little bit white, and black, and a little bit red for the ladybug. Okay, we start with a 2-inch brush, and then you put a lot of paint on it. So every time you prepare the canvas or the paper you use, you always need a lot of paint on the brush. Okay, so try to cover as more as possible, like you cannot see the paper at all. Okay, it's the same thing that you just use the brush and flip it this way and that way. Okay, so use the most of the paint on the brush. Alright, and you can use the dark color first and then put the light color on top. Once we finish preparing our canvas, you have to wait until it's dried up. Okay, alright, here is all dried up. Make sure it's dry. Okay, and we found a brush like this today, and it's a little bit thicker, so you put a lot of paint on the brush. You can gentle on the beginning and then give a little pressure in the middle, so that's make thicker in the end. Alright, that's 2 strokes make 1. Alright, so we just go on to draw the flowers, and then later on we're going to do the second layer. Okay, so you can try it yourself. If you're not sure, you can do it on the paper first to practice a little bit. Alright, okay, the long one I actually just use 1 stroke, so it doesn't matter what I do. So painting is all yours. Okay, so you can use your own way if you're comfortable with a different way. It's fine, and you don't have to copy exactly like what I done. Okay, you can have your own ideas. Okay, now we get a green color. So before you change to different color, you need to wash your brush or change another brush. Okay, so it depends what you would like to do. If you have another brush, you can grab another one. So this time we get a green, we do the grass. Okay, so you can just same brush I use, and you can just lift up, give a pressure on the bottom, and then lift up gentle on the end. Okay, so it's the opposite of the flower. And we start with a dark color first. The stamp color lighter because the flower had a white, it wasn't dry. Okay, it doesn't matter, don't be afraid. And later on you can just come back and then do it again to put some darker in. So acrylic is like this. Every time you can fix the mistake easily. Okay, so now we do the second layer of the grass. We find a smaller brush. Alright, smaller than the one we have used. Lighter green, how you make them, you just need to put a little bit yellow into the green you were using, and that will make light green. Okay, and that is the purpose to make the lighter part of the plant or the grass. So everything need have a shallow and light part. So that's the light hitting the side. Okay, and remember, don't cover everything. Leave the dark, even the little bit lighter green is fine, and that shows the contrast. Okay, that's it look better. Okay, now we're going to do the third layer of the grass. So you can just follow the grass shape here a little bit and there a little bit, especially where the curve is. Okay, put a little more. This one's put a little bit more yellow in it to make it much lighter than the one we have done. Okay, when you paint, you always take time to go back and forth to put more details. Okay, so be patient. Okay, see this part? I think I put too much light color. Now get a dark green and then make it darker here. Okay, so with acrylic, it's easy to fix problems. So you don't worry, it's not perfect. That's fine. Okay, it just need to take a little time to practice. That's all you need. All right, don't be afraid. Okay, for now on we'll leave it this way, and then you find an angle brush like this, okay, and get some red color, and yeah, you just push down the brush and then spin, alright, like make a circle, but you do half only. So you just spin the brush like that. Say, look, another time, okay? So you just spin the brush. So angle brush is good that you can make very straight lines. You see that? It's perfect, okay? You just spin the brush, make a half circle, okay? That's the ladybug. And then now you go back to make the color a little bit lighter, alright? And do another circle on top of the ladybug. That's the lighter part. You see? Okay? In the middle, there's a darker now. And then you put the lighter color on top. That's make it look like a ball shape already. Okay, now you go get some black color. We're going to do the head of the ladybug. Easy, it's just a shape there, okay? Yeah, you just put a little bit and then put some dot on the ladybug. Dot is easy, you just tap, right? There you go, another one. Alright, here we're going to do the filler, okay? And then put 2 dots on top of the head. Just be careful where you put the dots, okay? You have to draw a line to connect to the head. Yeah, there you go. And the line is super thin, so we need to change to a fine brush, like the skinny one you can find. So easy to draw a line. If you can't use this type of brush yet, you just find as thin as possible. Just put a little pressure on it. You can draw, okay? Here we're going to do the highlight. You just got some white color on the brush. So this time you use the very thin brush, so you can make very thin lines, okay? And make of the top of the ladybug, you just put it here and there, a little bit and little bit, alright? And then also in the end here, in the middle a little bit. Yeah, it just the little bit very thin lines, okay? And now we do the flower center. And we get some orange color. You just use a little bit bigger brush so you can do it faster, alright? The second layer we're going to do a little bit lighter. Yeah, it just, okay, go ahead and do it. Don't have to wait and it's dried up. So it will be look smoother, okay, this way. Yeah, and there we get some light color and you just put a dot here and there, okay? There we go. Does look good. More like a flower, okay? And then we draw a leaf here. Okay, so this leaf we also need a few layers and a little bit lighter color and even lighter highlight, okay? And there we put a little bit, fix the flower here. Yeah. And then you can always go back and add some details and then take your time to finish up. Today in the lesson we almost done, okay? And yeah, just put some highlights back in and that's give it some details, okay? You see, with the highlights it makes stand out, okay? Remember, always sign your name in the end, little artist. Happy painting. See you in next lesson. Subscribe to the channel, please. Thank you very much.